Like you are trying to hike up the Mount Everest. I don't know. I was like, what's a tall mountain? Hello, lovely humans, and welcome back to my shenanigans, also known as my channel, Sky's the Limit, where I'm your host, Heather, and we talk about all things health, happiness, and a little sprinkling of fitness and feline, of course. So you might be wondering why I look like a walking rainbow with like some crazy clown makeup today. And it's because I was kind of enjoying this ridiculous wig and didn't feel like taking it off when I made my last skit, so enjoy. After all, this is the Hot Mess Express. We might as well have fun.
I'll take 2 tickets for the Express, please.
Also, it's one of the things I like to do if I get stressed is to take a little time, either look a little fancy or look a little crazy, whichever, way the mood suits me. So today was a little mixture of both. Now, you probably clicked on this video because, I don't know, maybe you're feeling a little overwhelmed and the title said, hey, let's figure out how to not feel overwhelmed when we're trying to survive our to-do list. So, if you're feeling a wee bit overwhelmed, you clicked in the right spot. The only other spot you need to click is the subscribe button down below. Don't forget, if you're a type A person like myself, you probably eat, sleep, and breathe to-do lists, but at some point, it might feel like they are just, steamrolling over your life. You've got lists everywhere. It's post-its, more post-its. You've written it on your arm. It's eventually traveling up your arm, and you're running out of skin to write your to-do list on. Or, you can just be organized and put it in a book. Either way, at some point, life gets kind of crazy and we have way too much on our to-do list and we don't know where to start. So how do you break it down? How do you make it feasible? 3 simple things that have saved me when it comes to making to-do lists. You can do your big giant list where you just write absolutely everything on it, just so you don't forget anything throughout the week. But rather than looking at that and adding to it every day and maybe crossing off only 1 or 2 things, I find it a lot easier to break down my to-do lists day by day. And there are 3 things that you should have on your daily to-do lists because yes, you gotta get stuff done, but excuse me, you also need to keep your sanity. It's kind of important. Otherwise you end up in, a multicolored wig talking to people on YouTube, but hey, that's fun too. So, the 3 things that you need on your daily to-do lists. Number 1, it's the list part that I like to call get shit done. Number 2, it's the list part get healthy, and that can be physical or mental, doesn't matter which. And list part number 3, get happy. Because if you aren't taking time to kind of balance things out, the part about the get shit done or get stuff done gets so overwhelming and there will be like 40 of that little section on the list, but you never get around to actually taking care of your physical or mental health. And if you want to get the first part of all that craziness done, you got to take care of the second too. So for each day, you split it up. Hi dear, you're just so nosy today. Woo, she flies. She's very nosy. Oh, here. Say hi, Mittens. Hi. Okay, so the get crap done section. Pick one thing and only one thing to put in that section. And I know you might be thinking,
I have 670 things to do today. How am I going to find time to do just one thing a day?
Calm down. There are occasional days off to get caught up on craziness, but the idea is you do a little bit from each section every single day rather than say cramming it all in only on a day off and feeling like you never really got to enjoy any part of it. Like, I didn't clean my house this week, so I spent the entire weekend cleaning and hating my entire life.
Tell me that.
Because who wants to do that? No one.
I don't know about y'all, but I would much rather spend my weekends being done with my to-do list and exploring state parks with my husband.
Start with your get stuff done section, write just one thing. Go on to the get healthy section. It doesn't have to be something like, I spent 4 hours at the gym today. It can be something small. Like, hey, today I decided to make sure I have 3 servings of vegetables, and that's my get healthy to-do list. So you can cross it off and say, heck yes, I did something to take care of myself. For number 3, get happy. It can be something little, it can be something big. Go for a walk, not medicate. Maybe take your medicine if that's important too, but meditate for 10 minutes or take some time to do some doodles. I've been drawing for Inktober and frankly, I have loved it even though I'm not the most talented ink artist in the world.
And when I say I'm not the most talented ink artist in the world, this is what I mean. This poor little piggy that I tried to draw last year ended up looking like it was completely possessed, and it was horrifying. You can even see Ray Liotta's little paw at the top, like trying to offer some moral support for how bad that freaking drawing was. I did eventually redeem myself, which I will show y'all in my next video. But just know that most likely you won't be seeing anything of mine in a gallery anytime soon.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
But it's something that gives me joy, because here's the reason that those second two parts of your to-do list are so important for getting the stuff done section. If the second two parts are fulfilled, you're kind of checking your physical and mental health and happiness boxes so that you are refilling your cup, so to speak, to have enough energy. But if you're running on empty all the time, it doesn't matter whether there's one thing on your get stuff done list or whether there's 20, you're not gonna get any of them done because you are so drained that the idea of doing anything you have to do feels like a monumental task. Like you are trying to hike up the Mount Everest. I don't know. I was like, what's a tall mountain? Rather than feeling like, okay, Everest is taking over my life right now. If you're like, okay, I'm not running on empty, like I took time to fuel my body, you know, physical and mental health. If it's a shot game, you can drink that a whole lot with this video because I'm saying that a bunch, but it's important. Take the time, refill your physical and mental health with those last two parts, and then come back. So you can start with your get stuff done. I like to say get the crappy stuff done first because then you get to look forward to the other stuff rather than trying to enjoy the like fun stuff while thinking about, oh, I still have to do this one thing the whole rest of the time. So do your get stuff done first. That's why it's number one. Go around to your get happy, get healthy. And when you're done with those three, not beforehand, that's when you can circle back around. If you're like, hey, there's something else I probably should have on the get stuff done list today, then you circle back around to it. But it's a lot easier to do that when you already feel fulfilled.
Mission accomplished.
So that was just a quick-ish video for how I get through my crazy amounts of to-do lists, and I hope it helped you. If you want to stay tuned for more cat shenanigans or tips on how to be happy, healthy, and maybe lose a little weight in the process, or just to enjoy my crazy shenanigans, make sure to subscribe down below, and I will see you lovely humans next time. Bye-bye. I already did the hand thing, but I'll do it again.